Hi, I'm Kimberly, and this is yoga for overindulgence. So if you've been eating and drinking too much, this practice through twists can help you start on the path toward feeling better. Begin in an easy cross-legged position, sitting up nice and tall, shoulders down away from the ears and belly drawn in. Gently close the eyes and observe the breath. Take inventory of how your body feels, noticing without judgment. Begin to deepen the breath. Belly expanding and chest rising. Perhaps adding a bit of sound at the back of the throat. Gently open the eyes and begin to rotate. Exhaling as you come forward, inhaling up. Next inhale, pause at the top, switch the cross of the legs, and rotate in the opposite direction. Exhaling forward, inhaling up. Next inhale, pause at the top. And come to hands and knees. Fingers spread wide, shoulders right over the wrists, knees underneath the hips. Running through a few cat-cows. Inhale, letting the belly come down. Gaze comes up to the sky. Exhale, drawing the belly button back into the spine, pressing through the hands, warming up through the spine. Inhaling, looking up. Exhale, tucking. The next inhale, come back to neutral spine. Walk the hands forward, taking the chest and the chin to or toward the mat, opening up through the shoulders. Taking several breaths here, letting the chest be heavy to encourage the shoulders open. Come back to hands and knees. Right hand comes to the center of the mat. Left hand twists up to the sky. Reaching through the top fingertips, pressing through the bottom hand. Exhale, taking the left hand through. Shoulder comes to the ground, tenting through the right fingertips. Twisting the chest open. Option to stay here or send the right arm up to the sky. Pressing through the back of the left hand to deepen the twist. On the next exhale, come back to hands and knees. Left hand comes to the center of the mat, opening the right arm up, stacking the shoulders. Exhaling the hand through, tenting the left fingertips, an option to send the left arm to the sky. Giving a nice twist, and opening the shoulders at the same time. On the next exhale, come back to hands and knees. Tuck the toes, press up to downward facing dog. Pedaling out the heels. Pressing through all four corners of the hands. On an exhale, sending the heels back. Bringing the ribs in. Spiraling the upper arms away from the ears. Pressing into the L shape between the thumb and the forefinger. Bend the knees, sending the hips back. Step the feet forward to hands. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach the hands to the sky. Exhale, circle around. Palms come to heart center, big toes touch, heels slightly separate. Inhale, reach the hands to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Option to bring the hands to the shins. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, step back to high plank. Lower the knees to the ground and the tops of the feet to the ground. Come all the way onto belly. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, lower. Thumbs move back on the ribs. Squeeze the elbows together. Inhale, take the cobra a little bigger. Exhale, lower. Inhale, press up, twisting to the right. Exhale, lower. Inhale, back through center. Exhale. Inhale, twist to the left, looking over the left shoulder. Exhale, come down. Tuck the toes, press the hips back to the heels, and come up to downward facing dog. Bend the knees, look between the hands, step the feet forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands reach to the sky. Exhale, and meet at heart center. Inhale, reach. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands. Option to step back to high plank and lower down like we did before, or jump directly to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, or option to keep it lower at cobra. Exhale, hips rise, press back, downward facing dog. Bend the knees, look between the hands, step or float the feet forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands reach to the sky. Exhale, circle around. One more just like that. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step or float the feet back, meeting in chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bend the knees, look between the hands, step or flip the feet. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands come to the sky. Exhale. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, step or flip. Inhale. Exhale. Bend the knees and come forward. Inhale, reach. Exhale, circle around. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step or float, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Adding on, right foot comes forward, not quite between the hands, preparing for triangle pose. Back heel lowers, straighten through the front leg, send the left hip way back. Right hand stays on the outside of the foot. Inhale, left hand to the sky. If your right hand doesn't quite come to the floor, you can use a block or your shin to create some more space. Stacking the shoulders, opening the heart. Gaze can come up to the top fingers if it's comfortable for your neck. On the next exhale, look down to your foot. Bend the knee, plant the hand, step back to high. Lower to chaturanga. Always the option to come to your knees and lower. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot comes forward, not quite between the hands. Back heel lowers. Send the right hip toward the back of your mat. Inhale, right hand comes up. Creating some space if you need to. Exhale, look down. Bend the knee, plant the hands, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bend the knees, step or float the feet. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach the hands to the sky. Exhale, circle the hands around. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. This time the right foot comes forward all the way between the hands. Back heel stays off the ground, really rooting through the front foot. Inhale, reach the hands up, high lunge. Shoulders down away from the ears, belly in to stabilize. Bring the palms together at heart center. And take the left elbow to the outside of the right leg. Twisting open. Exhale, look down. Plant the hands, step back to high plank. Lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step the left foot forward between the hands. Keep the back heel up. Really root through the front foot. Inhale, high lunge. Hands come together at heart center. And hook the right elbow around the left knee. Press open. Gaze can stay low for stability or take it up to the ceiling. Exhale, look down, plant the hands, step back. Lower to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. This time, hold it here for several breaths. Bend the knees, look forward, step or float the feet. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach the hands to the sky. Exhale, circle around. Pause here where we started. Tadasana, mountain pose. Moment of transition. Then release the hands. Step the feet apart. Toes point to the outside edges. Palms come together. Exhale down to a squat. So elbows press the legs open. Heart opens and shift the weight side to side. Side crow is an arm balance. So if your feet float up off the ground today, that's great. If they don't, the important thing is to get the twist. So you can do the twist without getting the arm balance. Bring the feet together. Big toes come together. Knees come together. And twist the arms around. Palms plant, shoulder distance apart, keeping the knees facing forward. And this might be as far as you go today, and that's absolutely fine because you still get the benefit from the twist. If you'd like to try to go further, you create a shelf with your left arm. So legs stack onto the shelf, and begin to bend the elbows like you're coming into chaturanga. Feet come up off the ground for side crow. To come out, lower the feet and untwist. Same thing, second side. So you can walk the hands around and you might just stay here. If you'd like to go for the arm balance, create the shelf with the arms, begin to bend the elbows, and take the heels up. Lower the feet to the ground, and rest in child's pose. Feet together, knees apart. You can either stretch the hands out in front, or take the hands back by the feet. Taking several breaths here to ground. If you were balancing, it's good to come back with the head on the mat. And if you were twisting, it can help neutralize the spine. Gently press up to seated. Feet come out in front. Right foot comes into the thigh. And this is just a gentle twist. So with sits bones rooted, slightly turn the upper body so the belly button's in line with the outstretched leg. Inhale, reach the hands for the sky. Exhale, come forward, clasping what you can. You might take your shin, your ankle, or you might reach the feet all around the way around the foot, making sure to keep the rotation of the upper body. So you might come here with a flat back. Might be reaching here. If you find that your belly rests comfortably on the thigh, then you can go all the way down to the leg. Next inhale, reach the hands back for the sky. Exhale to lower. Switch legs. Rooting through the sits bones. Finding the rotation through the upper body. Inhale the hands up. Exhale, lowering to wherever is comfortable for you. Maintaining the slight twist. belly comes to the thigh, then you can lower all the way down. And if not, just stay where you are. On the next inhale, take the hands to the sky. And exhale down. Bringing both feet out in front. Taking a little bit of a deeper twist now. Right leg bends, having about a palm's distance between the thigh and the foot. Right hand comes around. Really lengthen, growing tall, reaching through the left arm. And hooking the elbow. So starting at the base of the spine, working the belly around slowly. Taking your time. Eventually looking over the back shoulder. Long, full breaths here through the twist. If you'd like to deepen, you can take the left arm, press back with your palm, rotate, reach around, clasp the fingertips together, open the chest, sending the right shoulder back. And exhale to very slowly release, giving your spine the chance to unwind. Lowering the legs, and taking the left foot up. Finding again the palm's distance between the foot and the leg. Left hand comes around. Reach, growing tall through the right hand. Exhale to slowly begin the twist. Working the belly around the leg. Pressing the arm into the leg. And eventually looking over the back shoulder. Keeping the toes of the outstretched leg active. If you'd like to go deeper, reaching around with the right hand, reaching around with the left hand, clasping the fingers together, and looking over the back shoulder. Exhale, slowly release the pose. Coming back to neutral spine. Sitting up tall, reaching both hands up. And coming into forward fold. Then you can have your hands on your shins, wherever they reach. Just taking the spine back to center. Forward fold, it looks very still, but you can work the entire time. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. And with every breath, you find more length in your spine. Inhale to slowly rise. Make your way all the way onto your back. Taking the knees into the chest. Planting the shoulders into the ground. Hands come out, shoulder height. Right hand reaches around the left leg. Take the stack of legs to the ground, looking over the right or the left hand. Right hand presses into the legs. If your legs don't come all the way to the ground, still keeping the shoulders on the ground, you can put a blanket or a block here underneath the stack of legs so that you can rest comfortably. Inhale back through center. And exhale. Back through center. Plant the feet. Take a quick bridge pose. Chin to chest. And exhale, lowering down for Shavasana. Final relaxation. Sinking the body into the mat. Staying here for as long as you'd like. Feel free to take more time here or begin to wiggle fingers and toes. Stretch the arms overhead. Exhale onto your right side. Press back up into a seated position. Hands resting on the knees. And then pressing together at heart center. Eyes gently open. Namaste.